it's up for grabs now!
Magic ball from Bergkamp to Patrick Vieira!
Oh, would you believe it? Oh, right, what a way to get it!
Fabulous solo goal by pierre-emerick.
Oh, is it me doing this, yeah?
Yeah, it's you.
Welcome to a strange midweek peak, but it's actually called peak midweek, I think, as Why Not Sentiment has suggested. So anyway, welcome to our show today. We're doing a match preview. Hello, loungers. I can see a few were already waiting. Shahin wanted to talk about tomorrow's game, so that's what we're going to do. So
we're playing tomorrow.
Shahin. Oh, today's game, actually. This is what happens when you're in a rush, isn't it? This is what happens. All right, Shahin, you're going to blame me for this. But anyway, tonight's game, 8 o'clock, Arsenal v Villa. Shahin, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Chilling out, just getting ready for the game.
I just think Saturdays when I think games, but we're getting some weird, Monday, Friday. But, man, listen, let's just get straight into it. Villa tomorrow. How confident are you feeling, firstly, after what you've been seeing of late? Oh, my God, am I saying tomorrow again? Just shut up and just tell me what you think is going to go on with the game, man. For fuck's sake. You call it early, like a quick fucking show, and then you want me to host it, and I keep saying tomorrow, and then on top of that, you take the piss out of me, right? And then I don't have my camera, I'm using a phone, which is why I got this shit angle.
You're stressed out now.
I'm a bit stressed out now. Now you're stressing me out, Bled. Yeah, so tonight's game, 8 p.m. How you feeling about it, Shahin? Fuck's sake.
I don't know. I don't feel good about it. It's not. Those days have gone past where, we've got Villa at home and, you're quite confident that we're going to get a result. Those days are finished. So I don't know. We could win tonight. We could win 4-0, 5-0. We could draw, but we could also lose. I would not be surprised in any of these outcomes.
So basically, we could win, we could lose, we could draw. Anything could happen.
Yeah, like if this was the Arsenal past, I would say no chance, man. We're gonna go in there. It's gonna be a 3-point done, finished. But I don't know. If anything, Arsenal could. They can lose tonight. I would not be surprised if Arsenal lose 2-0 or 2-1. Will you be surprised if Arsenal lose tonight?
No. Would any of us? Anyone in the chats? Why not? Thank you for having my back, bro, man. He's got me to do this quick show, and then he drops me in it without telling me that I'm hosting it, even when we're like just after the intro, and then I'm getting tomorrow, and then he's taking the piss. So thanks for having my back.
In my defense, in Lev's world of timing, last minute show, I spoke to him. What time was it, Lev? Around 10 o'clock?
No, you spoke to me at. No, you spoke to me at. I'll tell you exactly what time. 12 o'clock, and I was in the gym. Yeah,
Lev.
And I said to you,
make me put screenshots on the screen, man.
Go on, do it. I dare you.
Because I told you, Lev, it's 11 o'clock. You remember, you got 3.5 hours.
Wait. Can we have our our little bitch moans off screen? Yeah, because let's leave this off screen. Yeah, let's keep it professional. Keep it professional. Anyways, no, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. And if we lose, and I'm a bit concerned about how we're going to approach this game. So let's go straight into it, right? How is Arteta approaching this game? I can see you put it out on the tweet today. By the way, you spelled lose incorrectly, yeah? So then I'm going to come back at you. But anyway, I know it's just a typo. But if you want to bitch and moan, we'll do this. But on a serious note, yes, man, like, let's go into what you were tweeting out. How is he going to approach this game today? How, right? Is he going to go through it?
Or is he going to... Same as Palace, probably.
Well, look, you mentioned is he going to have his usual cautious tactics? Yeah. Are his tactics actually cautious, or is it just that the players are not either responding to what he's asking them to do, or just not buying into what he's asking them to do?
Well, Lev, I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept that anymore after about 2 years and a bit that the players are not buying to the tactics, because the lineup, most of the lineup is now his players. So he's either extended the contract of that player, or
Yeah.
he's purchased the player. So it's his. So if he's gone out there, bought a player that is not suitable to his tactics, then he's an idiot. He should get sacked. If he's got an idea that he still can't enforce to the group of players, he's an idiot. He needs to get sacked. Right?
Boy, you are harsh today, man. You're going at me now. You're going at Arteta.
I don't care. Listen, I've gone past caring about this guy for a while.
You're done now. Is that you done now?
I was done last season.
Yeah, you was.
I've given him credit this season for a couple of wins that he's won. I've come here on the show and I said, listen, he's done well. Tactics was good. Well done. But you can't draw because that draw feels like a defeat. And tonight, nobody's sure what's going to happen.
I can understand you saying the draw feels like a defeat because we were poor and we were winning. But then at the same time, how can we say that felt like a defeat? Palace were all over us.
But that's the problem.
So how does it feel like a defeat?
That's the problem, that Palace is coming to the Emirates, and as you said, they were all over us. Crystal Palace, we're not talking about Liverpool, City, nothing. Man United, none of those. We're talking about Crystal Palace. We're talking about James MacArthur. Do you know those type of players that they come in here and they boss in the midfield?
Yeah. Well, I've already mentioned McGinn in previous show.
Yeah.
I think watch him today. Now it's going to be very interesting how our midfield lines up for me, because despite some of the defenders having a poor game last game, I still see White being in there. I still see Gabriel being in there. I still see Tomiyasu and Tierney being in there. So I don't think that's changing anytime soon. So the interesting,
the same thing, man.
What, you think he's going to go with Odegaard in that attacking 8 again? Well, not an attacking 8, but box-to-box 8 again, because that didn't work, did it?
I don't know, Lev. I would not be surprised if it's the same lineup. I wouldn't do that. But this is Mikel Arteta we're talking about. Listen,
who would you
I'll tell you something. Right?
Go on.
We ran a poll on Twitter, okay, and YouTube, and let me just bring it up 1 second. And I asked people, right, is the football better under Arteta or Emery? Okay, so on Twitter, 48% said Arteta, 51% said Emery. Right? In YouTube, 22% said Arteta, 78% said Emery. So on both those polls, more people thought that we were playing better football under Unai Emery. What? And that says a lot.
So, and none of us were happy with Emery either, were we? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So what does that say? And from some of the sort of articles I've been reading, I think Tom, one of our regulars and one of our mates on a Monday show, he wrote an article and he was saying he's not going anywhere anytime soon, and to just get over it, stop asking for it, because no matter what happens, the board are staying loyal and are trusting in Arteta. So. That in itself,
I believe
it makes no sense though, because we weren't happy with Emery, and we're all now saying that we were happier with Emery's football and the performances under Emery, and none of us were happy. So how the hell are they going to justify keeping?
Yeah, but apparently, Lev, there's this I don't know, talk that there is a process, there is a rebuild, there is all of this rubbish under Mikel Arteta, and he's doing something that is everyone's. I don't know what it is that everybody is happy with, because whatever it is that they seen and they're happy with, fans are not seeing and they're not happy with, and they're not telling us what it is that we're supposed to be seeing. That yeah, this is good, and it's just poor, man. It's poor performances. Listen, in the past 2 years he's been here, the percentage of games that we've been poor, we got away with it. It's a lot more than games that we've dominated. When was it? I'm going to ask you something. When was the last time that you can recall Arsenal going out there? And I'm going to put this to everyone in the chat as well. Please tell me that Arsenal went out there under Mikel Arteta, dominated the game from beginning to the end with a healthy scoreline. And by healthy scoreline, I mean like a 2-3-0.
The last games I can remember where we actually outplayed. Well, we were better than Spurs. Definitely better than Spurs.
Yeah, but we
So you
didn't
could say that's the
dominate
most
that game.
reason. I think we
Well,
were.
second half, they came back into the game.
I think we deserved that game.
I'm talking
were
about games where we
dominating.
went out there, we
Maybe
dominated.
last season, maybe what? Well, the season when he won the FA Cup, the back end, there was a couple of games there that we played really well.
Well,
that
that's
was
about 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, and that's it. And since then, I can't remember us dominating and dictating
So
play.
he's basically performed better, right, with a worse squad than what it is today.
And that's arguably that. Now we could arguably say that was the new manager bounce, because since then it's not pushed on, it's actually regressed, it's got worse, and as you mentioned, we've got better players in.
I think as long as Mikel Arteta here, we're going to see a lot of performances like Palace. We're going to see a lot of frustration, and he doesn't have, like, I can speak for myself, I can't speak for the fan base, right? But I don't have any loyalty towards Mikel Arteta. He's not a club legend, right? He was not a great player for us. He's already used his FA Cup credits, in my view. And what he did to us last season in the European League, Europa League rather, is unforgivable. He should have got sacked straight after that. So I don't know why he's here. I genuinely don't know.
There's a couple of people who, fair point. West Brom 4-0 last season. That was decent. But that was West Brom. So come on, like, no, with all due respect to West Brom, I'm not dissing them as a club. They're a great club, lots of history, great fan base. But come on, teams like Arsenal, you expect
exactly, Lev. And now you see we've got Villa at home. Villa are not world beaters. They're mid-table. The reality, we may not like to hear this, but the reality is that Friday night football is a mid-table clash between 2 mid-table teams.
Do you know what, right? I've been thinking about this really like a lot recently in the last week, and that midfield conundrum is starting to concern me, because I'm actually starting to believe that we've made a big mistake by signing Odegaard. Right now, before you jump down my throat, or before anyone else does,
or before I say I told you so,
yeah, or whatever. I mean, I'm a sort of guy that I think he's a talented footballer. I do think he's he can bring something to the team, but where my concerns are is, one, we're playing him in an 8, right? Which I know I keep saying it, but I did predict it, yeah. And everyone was saying, nah, he's not an 8. He's not an 8. For me, he's not an 8. He's not an attacking midfielder. He's not a wide player. What is he? He's not. For me, he's an 8. He's an orchestrator in the middle of the park who ticks it over. Now, that he could get away with in La Liga and leagues like that where it's a bit slower. He was found wanting in that game against Palace. He was physically found wanting. Like,
and
everyone was going on about his work rate in the previous games, which, look, there's no denying, he puts in a lot of effort. But I'm starting to really doubt that he has the physicality for the Premier League. It's all well and good having work rate, but you need strength as well, and you need physicality coupled with the technicality. And he really left Partey exposed. Partey is not looking his best, and we risk him losing confidence as well, because he doesn't have a worthy partner next to him. And people were even mentioning that we miss Xhaka. Is that the reason we miss Xhaka? And yes, we put Lokonga in, and that was my preference, but then he's got to make mistakes on the job. He's a young lad. We've got managers making mistakes on the jobs. We've got people in the board making mistakes on the jobs. We've got loads of people making mistakes on the job. So I think we might have made a big mistake with the Odegaard situation, and we've been harping on about Basuma. What we need is someone similar and Premier League ready to partner Partey. And I've said it before, I would have probably rather preferred someone like McGinn in an 8 than Odegaard. He's Premiership ready, and he puts in the graft. And I've probably given it all this, and I'm going to get like cursed, and he's going to have a poor game tonight. But for me, I've very rarely seen someone like McGinn have a bad game in the Premier League. So I'm starting to worry about Odegaard.
I think Odegaard, you asked what is Odegaard. I think Odegaard is a player that has got a lot of hype around him, but he's not what people are hyping him up to be. I didn't like it. I was not, I was against signing him. I didn't see anything in that 6-month loan period that he was at Arsenal for us to be like, oh, we're going to go all out to get him. Ancelotti didn't fancy him. Zidane didn't fancy him. And these are the managers who played with him. They see him. They oversee his training day in, day out. There was a lot better options we could have gone for. And we've gone for somebody who's, again, he liked us, we liked him, but was he the right player? No.
And he went back to Madrid first to see what was going to happen before he came back to us, didn't he?
Exactly. And, another thing is, Odegaard was not purchased for his work rate. Odegaard was purchased to provide creativity. Odegaard was purchased to feed balls to the forward players, and he hasn't been doing that. You put him on 8, he flops. If you're going to put him on a number 10, you've got to drop Emil Smith-Rowe or put him out wide, and I wouldn't do that right now. And whether people like it, I've said this as well last time, right? Whether people like it or not, whether you like Granit Xhaka or not, right now, the best player that can play next to Thomas Partey is Granit Xhaka, considering what we have in this squad.
But we don't have Granit Xhaka. And we're not going to have Granit Xhaka probably till the new year. We've got AFCON looming. We've discussed this already, right? We've clearly left ourselves pretty short in that middle.
Yeah,
right?
Well, you got to look at the recruitment team, which again, Mikel Arteta is part of. Because remember, he's part of the recruitment team. So one injury and you're fucked.
So sticking to the game today, right? Yeah. And I mean, Don Saki's asked Odegaard or Van der Beek. I know what I would have gone for, but anyway, who would you start then? Based on what you've seen,
listen,
who would you start? Forget about what Arteta's going to do. Who would you start?
I've always said this before, right? I don't think Mikel Arteta is playing the right formation.
So you think it's a formation issue?
Yeah, I think he should change things around. Yeah, I've always said, I said this about 3-4 weeks ago. I would play 2 up front. Right? I'll play
4-4-2.
No, I'll play 3 at the back, 2 wings, 2 in the middle, 1 number 10, 2 up front. Because Lacazette, we're just wasting Alexander Lacazette. He's gonna walk away for free. We all know that. That's another £40 million that Arsenal pissed away, by the way, which we'll leave that for another day.
Well, hold up. No, not necessarily, because I've heard people coming out today asking for Lacazette to be offered a new contract, David Seaman being one of them.
Yeah, but David Seaman in this equation is a nobody. He can ask for what he wants to ask, but apparently they offered him a new deal and he didn't sign. And
but Arteta's also come out today saying he's not selling him in January. So you're right. If we don't offer him a new contract, he will walk away for free.
Yeah, he will walk away for free. But my point is, listen, I would play Ramsdale in goal. I'll play Gabriel, White, and Tomiyasu 3 at the back. Left wing, Kirantini. Right wing, Saka is injured, so Pepe. Okay. Or I will bring maybe Holding as a third centre back and play Tomiyasu right wing. Well, that's all we got, man. What other centre back? Or maybe Mari. You know,
you could
as a 3 at the back. Then I will play right now. What happened? Lev. Well, Lev is gone, so I'll just carry on. I will play not Lev. I'll play Partey and Lokonga in the middle. And Lokonga, because that's who we have available right now. Emil Smith-Rowe as number 10. Lacazette and Aubameyang up front. And I just think it gives us a lot going forward with both Lacazette and Aubameyang. Midfield, we're good with Thomas Partey and Lokonga. Emil Smith-Rowe in front of him. We've got 3 at the back, which gives us a solid base. And then you got 2 wingers that they go up and down. And that is the formation I think he should play. Because we're not using Lacazette. We're keeping him on the bench for what? I don't know. Nicolas, Pepe, we're not really using properly. That's the formation I think he should play. It gives us a lot of firepower. I would like to see them tonight come out, start fast, start strong, and get a goal within maybe 5-10 minutes and build on it. And not like Crystal Palace sit back, build on it. That's the formation I would go for, man. You were not
So
here
3-5-2 basically is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, Lokonga, Partey in the middle, Emil Smith-Rowe, Laca and Oba up front, left wing, Kirantini, Saka right wing if he's fit. If he's not fit, Tomiyasu right wing. Maybe you play like Mario or Holding as a third centre back.
Okay. Well, sorry about me disappearing. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb to stop calls coming through because I'm having... And it cut... can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm using my phone. I've put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I've taken my phone off so you can't call an airplane mode, and I'm still getting calls. So it cuts me off, and this is why I need to sort out this issue with my camera. But sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, 3-5-2. It could be a good shout. It could be a definite shout. In fact, you want to play Lacazette and Uber together, don't you? That's what you've been going on about for a while.
Because listen, we don't. The problem is we don't have enough firepower. It's just Aubameyang up front.
Yeah, right? I hear that.
And we all saw when Lacazette. I rate Lacazette highly. You know, I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Right? I think him and Aubameyang playing up front together. It gives us power. It gives us firepower, which we don't have right now. Lacazette came on as a substitute, changed the game. You can't deny that he did not change the game. And he obviously scored the equaliser. But then he's going to be very unlucky if he's on the bench again tonight.
Well, could we not go for Tomiyasu as a right-sided centre-back?
Yeah, but who are you going to play right wing?
Well, that's a question. But, you know, you talk about wing-back, aren't we? That's what we're talking about. You can't trust Pepe in a wing-back position to come back. Although his work rate has increased, you could go for another right-back. You could go put someone like, I don't know, Cedric in there, or maybe even Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Both of them. I forgot about Cedric. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well,
that's another
I'd actually prefer
Maitland-Niles. You've got to sit down and look back and say, well, why was this guy signed?
I think Maitland-Niles as a right wing-back could work. He's got he's got pace. He's got strength. He can drive at people, so that could work. Maybe a 3-5-2 is worth trying. But again, so
what is he going to do it? That's the thing, because Palace at home, Villa at home. These are the games that you pick up points. These are the games that you need to go out there strong. Right? Start strong. Get a goal in. Make sure you put it on the team. Start fast. And then Villa has got to catch up to play. If you listen, the worst thing you can do is exactly what we did against Palace. Come in, start strong for the first 10-15 minutes, score a goal, and then drop off, let the other team back into the game, and just be lucky that you're getting away with the draw.
This is something, you know what? You say that. This is something that also I've noticed. We tend to play our best football in the first 15 minutes. Or first 10-15 minutes. And then we just die off. I've noticed that we start okay in a lot of games, but then we just tail off. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether it's a confidence matter. Some people in here, Don Saki's asking about a 4-4-2. Sean Pack is asking, Kolasinac, anyone? No, thank you. Tavares can play on the right, says Falasana. I don't know. I actually like Tavares.
Another thing we could do is we could play Tierney as a left centre back, Gabriel in the middle, White as right, and then you can play Tomiyasu right wing and Tavares as left wing.
Yeah, but is Tomiyasu good enough going forward?
Well, they bought him. He must be.
Yeah, but did they buy him as a sort of swashbuckling right back who's going to go up right wing back to
listen, in the modern day
and stuff like that?
Yeah, but in a modern day football level, your right back needs to be able to play. Tomiyasu, listen, it's going to be another test for him tonight, especially if that Leon Bailey plays. He got away with one on Palace because Zaha wasn't playing. But this Leon Bailey, it might give him a bit of a test if he's playing, and we're going to find out more about him.
It shows, doesn't it? Because Tomiyasu has looked amazing in La Liga, and he's handled many good players, attacking players in La Liga. But you come to the Premier League, and it shows you that pace is just in abundance in the Premier League. Wingers are fast, fullbacks are fast, attackers are fast. Everything's about pace on the attack. So Tomiyasu's going to take a bit of time to adapt, and he's more. Some people have even argued the case that he's more of a right-sided centre back. So maybe him in a 3 would suit him better. You might have a point there, but I still would go with Lokonga in that midfield with Partey.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. Because what's available, Lokonga and Partey. Because I would drop Odegaard for this game.
Yeah,
I'll play Lokonga, Partey in the middle, Emil Smith from number 10, laca on top. You got 2 wing backs attacking. You've got a solid base of 3 centre backs, right? That will keep it tight. You got Thomas Partey or Lokonga that could kind of sit in front of them, and then you got all of this attacking play.
And of course, I did mean Serie A, by the way. Don, thanks for correcting me.
Yeah, you can all of these attacking players that can unleash their ability.
Yeah.
On Villa, knowing that we're solid at the back, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go play 4-2-3-1 again. Why? I don't know why he doesn't see the fact that this is not working. And as I said the other day, he's been here for 2.5 years. He's had many training sessions weekly with these boys. I still can't see what is it he's trying to achieve. He still doesn't know his best 11, I think.
Some people in here, Falasana, saying, what about El Neni and Partey? Some Josh SNU, thanks, bro, for your comment. He said, I'd play Niles over Lokonga. I hear what you guys are saying. And, it's all open to opinion and interpretation. I think Lokonga, I liked his attitude. And I'll tell you why I've gone for Lokonga. He came out after that mistake he made in the news, and he said, listen, I want to play my next game straight away as soon as possible. And the reason I want to do that is, I want to make amends for my mistake. And I like that. He's come out and he's owned it. And he's gone, you know what? I've made a mistake. I want to fix it. And the only way I can fix it is to get straight back on that pitch and put in a better performance. I still think he's a better all-round midfielder than someone like Maitland-Niles. I would play if I was to play Maitland-Niles, I'd probably give him that right wing-back position. So if there's a game to try a 3-5-2, this is the game for me. Because one area that Villa are weak, I don't think they've got a particularly great defence. I think Mings is always prone to making a mistake. So having both Laca and Aubameyang up top, and I think what Laca will do is naturally drop a little bit deeper and link with Emil Smith-Rowe. And then you need the wing backs bombing on. Obviously, it's really important. But I don't know, man. It's like
but it's a game that you've got to go out there and you've got to attack Villa. You want to go sit back against Villa. If people talking about El Neni and Partey, this is not a game that you go defensive. One defensive midfield is enough. Then you just go attack. Listen, if you go out there and at half time you lead in Villa 2-0, right? It's a lot different. The Villa players will be feeling different in the changing room. Arsenal players will be feeling different. You come out in the second half, you control the game, maybe get one more goal. And that's it. You win the game. You dominated, you control the game, you win the game. Finish, done, move on. But
all right.
don't do that for some reason.
I don't trust us to do it. I think our players are a little bit shell-shocked. They're a little bit lacking in confidence and belief right now. And that performance, when they will look back at that performance against Palace, there's not really much to take from it. You can't look back at it and go, oh, we played really well, we were just unfortunate, or, we should have taken our chances and we didn't. Because they were better. Palace were better than us for, I don't know, from about 15 minutes onwards, I would say. And I'm not even exaggerating. No. So I am concerned. I think the real key right now is to get that midfield right, because yes, our defenders did make some mistakes last game. I would say both White and Gabriel should have defended those 2 goals far better. But then again, they both came from mistakes via our centre midfielders, giving the ball away. You could argue that Pepe didn't give Thomas Partey the best of balls, but Partey, right, he comes with a big reputation, and he is getting caught on the ball a lot. Yeah, so it's like watching xhaka almost a little bit I think Partey has the ability to adapt. I don't think Xhaka has. I don't think he's got the speed of thought, speed of movement, or quick feet to be able to adapt. I think that's him. He's been at it for 3 or 4 years. He can't adapt. I think Partey can. However, right now he's getting caught on the ball, not making decisions quick enough when it does come to him, right? So, you know, the key area is midfield and the link-up play, the protecting of the back 4 or 5 via the midfield, and then the transition from midfield into attack. I don't think there is. It's not functioning correctly. It's not providing goal threat, and it's not providing ample enough protection. So we need to get that midfield right. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see who he actually puts in there today. Let us know in the chats, yeah? Who is your midfield?
What's your formation?
What's your midfield based on who we have available? Who's going to be your centre mid sort of pairing? Now, someone in here actually said to me, they did mention a comment I wanted to respond to. I think it was by Paul Gaia, I think it was.
But guys, there's only about 26, 27 likes on the video, guys. Please, about 80, 90 people watching. Please hit the likes for us.
Yeah, there was a comment here that Paul gave that
why not sentiment.
I'm looking through it as
Lev, how would you line up tonight?
How would I line up?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would like to see Laca and Aubameyang together. I think they've got the one thing our team is lacking right now is genuine partnerships. We're hoping that the partnership between Gabriel and White develops, but that's not developed yet. We don't have a partnership in the centre backs. We don't have partnerships in centre midfields. And at the moment, we don't have partnerships up top. So the one natural partnership we have witnessed is Aubameyang and Lacazette when they were playing together. I don't understand. We've just decided to just abandon that. So I would try a 3-5-2 today, not because, you know, I know people are saying it's Villa and we should be attacking and all this sort of thing, but at the same time, it's not working, is it? Well, it is and it isn't. You could say, arguably, that when teams set up with a 3-5-2 with a 5 in midfield, they're a bit wary of the midfield and whether their players can cope with what's coming the other way and the battle. So then you pack out the midfield. But it can be attacking. We've got enough in there to create opportunities. So
I think it's quite attacking formation, to be honest with you, because you need to
how you play it
base anyway, and that gives you a strong base, and it gives players the flair players, if you like freedom that go and express yourself and don't worry about the base because there is enough to cover. To cover any counter attacks and Villa would be looking to hit Arsenal on the counter tonight. Well,
look, going back to the transition, teams of old that we've had, even when we were the latter stages of the Wenger era, we still managed to dominate play, but we would lose. We would mention this in the last show, we would have like 70, 80%. Do you remember those games? 70, 80% possession, and we come off after the game and we're like, how the hell did we lose? Why? Because we used to get caught on the counter because we used to attack so much. We didn't have a natural DM protecting the back 4 and no one to hold up the counter. And we used to always get caught on the counter. Chelsea used to hit us with it all the time. Then City started doing it. But we always had that one player in midfield that would transition from defense to attack. And it used to be someone like Fabregas, or used to be someone like Nasri.
The best one I can remember was Santi Cazorla.
Well, of recent years,
he was a perfect number 8 that he would just get the ball, 1 or 2 neat touches, release it early, and he will get the team going. We don't have that right now.
Who do we have?
No, nobody's going to.
It's meant to be Odegaard, isn't it? It's meant to be Odegaard, right?
Yeah, but he's not good enough in my view.
Well, this is why I asked the question: what is he?
He's a player that's got a lot of hype around him. That's what it is.
He's a talented player, but he's not as a player that's not secured a solid position anywhere he's been, has he? So, but then why not say, no, we are one good manager away from top 4? Why not? I agree that a better manager will get better performances out of this team. The conundrum is, right now, have we got the right pieces for the jigsaw?
Do you know what, Lev? I was going through Twitter couple of days ago, and I can't remember who he was. They put out a really interesting tweet. I can't remember who he was. I really want to shout them out for that, but I can't remember. The tweet was, if Arteta and Solskjaer are sacked, right, who is going to go for them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's got more management experience out of the two?
Irrelevant.
But who has though? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Solskjaer.
Yeah.
Solskjaer. Like, if they're sacked, right, listen, Barcelona, Koeman is on a, thin ice. Newcastle looking for a manager. Right? I don't think any of them will go for any of these boys. I would see maybe a mid-table Spanish team going for Arteta.
I can't even see that right now based on these performances. I mean, look, I've lost faith in Arteta, man. I have. And if you wheel back about a year ago when we were doing these shows, we were all for it. Yeah, and he spoke a very, very good game. He came across really, really well. But as I said, it's not translating on the pitch. The body language of some of the players don't look the best. One game you could see us with a high intensity and work rate. I mean, look at the other day. Aubameyang was running everywhere, but then other players weren't doing it. But then next week you'll look at Aubameyang and he's not on it. So look, it's a tough one for me. I don't like anybody to lose their job. I do. Why not as well? I will agree with you. With a better manager, we'll get better results. I could see us maybe top 6. Right?
Yeah,
I don't think this squad is as bad as it's been looking.
Yeah, but if you had to choose between Arsenal Football Club and Mikel Arteta, I know who I'll choose all day long. Arteta can go today. I would sack him before the game, man.
Well, that's not going to happen. So
obviously it's not going to happen.
Right. So look, I would go with a 3-5-2, very similar to yours. I'd give Aubameyang and Laca a chance to connect, and I would put Smith Rowe in a proper number 10's position, like just in behind him, let him do his thing. Let him sort of try to dictate. But what I like about Smith Rowe is he's capable of tucking back in and helping the defense, helping the midfield, should I say? He will put that work rate in. And right now, there's the problem I have with Odegaard's situation is some are saying he's a hybrid 8-10. He's definitely not box-to-box Premiership level. He doesn't have the physicality to be a box-to-box midfielder in the Premier League right now. Maybe in time, who knows? Let's give him a chance. But right now, definitely no. So then we can't put him in a 10 because Smith Rowe is a better 10 for me. Smith Rowe can get the ball, drive, take players on, commit defenders, slip in a pass, connect with the forwards. So I would drop Odegaard for today's game as well after that performance. He was pulled off. He needs to learn a lesson. He needs to learn that he needs to be up to speed and, delivering on the pitch. And I would give Lukonga his chance because he's made a mistake. He's come out, owned it, and he said he wants to do it. So let's give the lad a chance.
Lev, we spent...
Lav? What? Is it because I'm chatting shit, yeah?
No. we spent how much on Odegaard? We could have topped this up a little bit more and got Basuma.
Well, we already, man, listen, this Basuma ship has sailed, man. We've been saying Basuma every show. I don't think there's one show that's gone by that we haven't mentioned that guy's name. Yeah, I mean, he's in the news for bad reasons.
Saul, who's gone to Chelsea on loan.
Yeah,
he was all right. He's better than... He would have done the job next to Thomas Partey.
I mean, look, I do understand the Lukonga signing. I still would have bought a ready-made midfielder, like a Basuma type. And then if you wanted a number 8 and you thought Odegaard was an 8, I wouldn't have gone for Odegaard as an 8. I would have gone for someone like a McGinn, someone more industrious. And McGinn is a gettable player. He's not somebody you can't get. He's at Villa. Villa were doing well. They're not doing that well anymore. I would have gone for it. CM War Games is saying Basuma isn't the answer. Well, CM War Games, if that's what you think, let us know what type of player is the answer. Ashton is saying Bernardo Silva plays in an attacking 8 and he doesn't have the physical attributes. Yes, but Bernardo Silva has been in the Premier League for how many years now?
No, but he has ability, man.
Yeah, and he's a different type of player. He's the type of player that could beat players. He's an attacking player. Odegaard isn't that sort of player, is he?
To get these neat touches and passes. We don't have anybody who will do that in our midfield. Nobody.
No, I mean, Ashton, you cannot compare Bernardo Silva, who's arguably almost a winger. Let's be honest, he's a winger, isn't he? That can play in. He's more of an attacking winger rather than what Odegaard is, which is more of a dictating, sort of conducting type midfielder. So you can't really compare them. We need a ball-playing CM to play next to Partey, says CM War Games. Well, a ball-playing midfielder. Give us a name. Sulak is asking McGinn or Maddison. Watch tonight's game and you decide, and we'll talk about that again. I haven't really seen Maddison play this season, so we'll have to have a look at that. But the midfield has not been addressed, and I still think that the defense hasn't really fully been addressed, because having Chambers and Holding over Saliba, who's out there at the moment in France, is ridiculous and is looking worse as a decision every single week. So yeah, I don't know, man. Recruitment hasn't been the best. But anyway, moving on. How long have we been doing this now? How long's this been going on?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So moving on, right? What's your predictions for today's game, and what do you see happening?
Well, my head and my heart are telling me two different things. So I'll go with my heart, and that's a 2-1 win.
This is crazy. Like it's like people have changed roles. It's like watching a film like Tom Hanks is Big, when they swap bodies. Yeah. Now all of a sudden you're Mr. Positive saying we're gonna win.
I'm not positive.
Well, more positive than me.
I'm just I don't know, man. My head is telling me Arsenal not going to do well tonight. If anything, draw. But my heart's telling me that Arsenal will win 2-1. And I predicted with Mo. Remember when we did the show? I said 2-1 Arsenal, so because I wanted, I predicted 2-1. You and Mo said draw. So I'll stick to that, and we'll see what happens. Maybe, look, as I said to you, I will not be surprised if Arsenal win 3-0 tonight.
See, Arsenal
and I will not be surprised if they lose 3-0.
Yeah,
because
so which one is it, bro?
They're easily capable
of prediction, and you've given me every potential outcome.
Yeah, but that's how the team is right now, Lev. If Arsenal lose tonight 3-0, would you be surprised?
3-0? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
You would
3-0 at home. If that happens, yeah.
Nothing will happen, mate.
No. If that happens, the Emirates will be it will just not be a nice place to be. And then, they'll be calling for his head all day long. So
but nothing will happen.
Well,
he needs to get. See, the biggest problem that I have with the board and the owners to a certain degree is I don't know where this level is, that if Arteta crosses this level or if we go below this level, they'll pull the trigger on him. I don't know. Do we need to get relegated for them?
No. 3-0 at home to Villa is surely sackable.
No.
Come on.
Listen, going out the way we did to Villarreal and European competition is sackable, and they didn't sack him. I don't know where this line is, right? That if you go up past this is unacceptable. I don't know.
Anyway, I don't think we'll lose 3-0 today. I think at the worst we'll get a draw. I see a draw, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do, because I'd love us to come out and perform amazingly well, get 3 points in the bag, and just move on from it. But right now, I can't see it. I really cannot see it. So I'm going to go for a draw, a score draw. It'll probably be something like 1-1. Everyone's in the chat is harping on about Patino, and I know that he's a great talent. Is he the answer right now, though? You're asking a bit much from the lad. But then if you're good enough, you're old enough is another thing. So I don't know, man. I really, really don't know. It's just impossible to call it anymore. This team is so unpredictable, unreliable, just unenthusiastic. Like, it's just whatever you can find. That's what they are right now. I'm just not confident we're going to deliver. I hope we do. Let us know in the chats what you think is going to happen, guys. If there's any questions you want us to run through,
this is a good one.
Go on, bring something. Let's bring a couple up, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, ask us. We've got about 20 minutes.
Bring a couple up. Bring a couple up.
Guendouzi or Lokonga? Guendouzi all day long.
Go straight in there.
Guendouzi for me.
Really?
What about you?
I do like Lokonga. Right now, I would keep. I'd still have Lokonga, but that's not the question. Probably Guendouzi right now. I would get rid of El Neni and bring back Guendouzi. Do you know what I mean? So he's there. So we've got.
Yeah, but if listen, if Guendouzi was here tonight, I would have played him next to Thomas Partey.
Yeah, because he puts it about.
Yeah, well,
he's probably for now Guendouzi. What's the next question? Bring up another one.
I don't know.
I like these, man. Would you take Solskjaer over Arteta? No, Sean.
Solskjaer over Arteta. No.
That's like replacing your front flat tire.
How many goals is
another
Aubameyang
flat
scoring
tire
this season?
How many goals?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a bet on this, Ashton.
Yeah,
You
we've got
reminded
20
us. What was
I
the
said
bet
less
again?
than 15. You said more than 15.
15 plus. There you go.
Less than 15.
No, he'll get 15 plus.
I stand by it. What is it about Arteta that we have unintentionally allowed to keep getting more games? What is it about Arteta that we have unintentionally allowed to keep getting? Mate, I don't know.
Does he mean as in why we just keep him regardless? How does he keep getting
this is
more
what we
games?
said earlier, is we don't know why is he still here.
Yeah,
We
this is
don't know
what we
where
were saying.
this line is that
I don't understand why for Arsenal the goalposts have changed, but other teams, like the margin for error is far smaller. But with Arsenal, you could keep losing and it's all right. When did this become okay? When did it become okay? I don't understand.
I don't know, man. Josh says top 6 or any cup trophy this season. I'll take you the FA Cup.
No, I'll take top 6.
No, I'll take the FA Cup because you win something and that gets you a Europa League spot.
True say, fam. True say. Yeah, but we've won it so
Why
many
to
times. So
Saliba?
yeah, but why would we take top 6 when you could get exactly the same thing with an FA Cup? Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, but you win something as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
Fala says why to Saliba.
For me,
Yeah,
Saliba.
I agree, Saliba. Colby, which midfielder would you sign in January?
Ooh, that's a great question, Colby, man.
I'll probably say Basuma.
Yeah, but see, I'm torn now, and I'll tell you why. We don't have an actual natural 8 at the moment, do we? Basuma would be great against, say, like when you're playing your Cities of this world and your Liverpools and you need extra protection. You could play those two, yeah? But what if you wanted to play more attacking? Do we have an 8? Do we have a natural 8? We don't. So we need both. But I would love... Look, if I had to get someone, Basuma would be great. Or I'd go and get someone like McGinn.
Right. Do you think Pepe would tear the league up in a Liverpool team? 100%. Man City or Liverpool, Pepe.
Do you think Pepe would get away with the things he does for us at Liverpool, though? Like the mistakes or the decisions in the final third? Would you think he'd get more of the ball?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, any player would play better in the Liverpool team compared to our team right now.
Asamoah? He's going to be free again, no? He's going to be free transfer.
Again, I like Asamoah, like technically, yeah, and we've all been harping on about it, but where does Asamoah fit in here? He's kind of like an attacking midfielder. He's not an 8. He's not going to do box to box. He's not going to take off any of the workload. So then, where does he play? Do you know where Asamoah would end up if he comes to Arsenal? Out wide, in a 3. So
Will Odegaard be a flop or come great for us? Rion asks. I think he'll be a flop. I never wanted him in the first place.
Under Arteta, he will be a flop. Under another manager, he stands a chance. Watch this space. That's my answer. Why has Arteta defended more than Emery, yet he's lost more games? We ask ourselves that question all the time. Emery wasn't good enough, but then Arteta's not good enough. Why is he getting more grace? Is it because he played for us before? Is it because the management seem to, the board like him? Does he say the right things? I have no clue with that one, man, because he's not good enough. CM War Games, Lev, Shahin, looking at both teams tonight, what would be your combined 11?
To be honest with you, mate, I can't really answer this.
Wait.
No Villa.
All right, wait. Let me have a look at Villa's starting 11, right? That's an interesting question I want to answer. You can keep looking at what's in the chats if you want, Shahin, while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so let's have a look. I'm really interested in this question, right? So, would you swap Martinez? Martinez or Ramsdale?
Hold on, before you go into that, Sean, honest opinion, how many years do you think it will take before Arsenal win the Premier League?
Now that Newcastle have got a £300 billion owner.
a long time, my friend. A long time.
Man, we could be talking.
I'll tell you what, until Kroenke's is here, because I think Arteta at some point will get the sack. But until Kroenke's are here, Arsenal will not win the league or the Champions League.
Okay, so let's go back to this combined 11, yeah? Right. Martinez or Ramsdale?
Martinez.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'll go Ramsdale. One,
Martinez.
I like the lad. Two, Martinez just pissed me off every flipping
I know he's
chance
a prick,
he gets. Every
but
chance
I'll
he
say
gets,
he's a better keeper. He's more experienced. He's more assured.
Okay, all right. Their back three consists of Konsa, Twanzebe, and Mings. Yeah? Would you swap any of our defenders for those three?
I'll have Ming over White.
Mings?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like Mings, man. He makes too many mistakes for me.
I think he's more solid than Ben White. That's the only thing.
Okay, so far, all right. The Martinez one over Ramsdale, we're going to do this properly. So we got to decide. I will say we can argue that Martinez right now has got more experience. So let's just say Martinez, just for the sake of it. Yeah, we're going to do a combined 11. You would take Mings over White. Let us know in the chats who would take Mings over White. Maybe Mings is a bit better aerial-wise. He's prone to a mistake, though, Shahin. So,
yeah, but
all right. Mings, we'll go Mings. We'll take Mings over White for now. Yeah. So you've gone Martinez, then Mings. No one else is taking Gabriel's position.
No,
right? Their wing backs, if you want to call them that, is Cash and Target. I wouldn't swap any of those two for Tierney or Tomiyasu right now. So we've got Martinez, Mings, Gabriel Tomiyasu, Tierney. Then midfield, this McGinn. I would take McGinn over Odegaard, over Lokonga, over El Neni, over Maitland-Niles. So I'd go McGinn. You?
Okay. Fine. Who's the other one?
Well, then it's going to be Thomas Partey. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Partey. And then they've got Buendia in the 10. Buendia over Emil Smith-Rowe.
No, I'll keep Emil Smith-Rowe.
Ooh, guys in the chat. Buendia or Emil Smith-Rowe?
All day long.
All right, so we'll go with that. And then forwards. This is an interesting one. They've got Danny Ings and Watkins. Yeah, this is your 3-5-2 formation, by the way, that we were discussing, yeah? They've got Ings and Watkins. We would have Lacazette and Aubameyang. Would you swap Ings and Watkins for any of those two?
It's a tough one.
Because you're thinking about Watkins, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe Lacazette with Watkins. Because the only thing is, I think he's pacier than Lacazette.
Not just that, he could do that sort of donkey
Lacazette
work.
is a better finisher, I think.
For now, yeah, you could argue that case.
Yeah. If I really had to, if it comes down to it and I pushed and shoved, probably I would stick to Aubameyang and Laca.
Oh, Sean is saying he'd have Watkins over Aubameyang, so that means he'd keep Lacazette. Buendia, for now, is saying Montes is over ESR.
No, man.
Nah, I can't. You can't do that to him, man. He can't do that to him. So maybe we could argue Watkins over Laca with Aubameyang, yeah? Because Watkins puts in the work.
No, I would keep Laca and Aubameyang.
You'd keep it. So you've decided you're keeping it. So we've gone. The combined 11 would be as follows, guys. Yeah, Martinez in goal. We'd have Mings and Gabriel, but then we'll keep Tomiyasu and Tierney. But if we're playing the back three, we need another one. We wouldn't keep Konsa, so we'd have someone like White could still get in there. Or we could have someone in there. Tomiyasu could be in there. Anyway, we're keeping that, and then we'd go McGinn and Partey in the middle. We'd go ESR, but then we'd have Uber and Laca up top. Yeah, that's the combined 11.
So that's another sign that we should be winning tonight, because majority of that team is Arsenal.
Good shout. Good shout. That is true. So this is going to prove, based on a combined 11 conversation, whether or not it's manager or players. Come on, we've already confirmed, man for man, more or less, all our players are better, and I still believe all our players were better than Palace. Some say we're overrated, but they're still better players. So it's got to be down to management, man.
Something that I've seen again on Twitter, and I think somebody mentioned it earlier, which reminded me. Arteta, he has not beaten Dean Smith, home and away. Period.
Great. There's another one as well. I think it's Abdul Rahman is going at you. Are you kidding me, Shahin? Villa will tear us apart. Abdul Rahman, can you confirm to me, just give me your opinion, if you break down their squad and our squad, or their first 11 and our first 11, can you confirm, yes or no, do we have the better first 11? Come back to me on that.
Yeah, of course we do, man.
Yeah. So you got, we haven't mentioned Leon Bailey, obviously. That wasn't in that lineup that I brought up. Leon Bailey wasn't there, was he? Yeah.
He was injured, apparently. I think is he playing tonight? I don't know. I know he's been injured.
I think someone mentioned he's back today.
Yeah, well, we'll see what's happening. But it is what it is, man. I just hope that they go out there. Who are we playing after this?
I think it's a big game. Like, let's have a look at the fixtures. Arsenal fixtures. I think it's United, isn't it? Or something like that. Something ridiculous. If anyone knows in the chats, let us know, or I'll just bring it up now. There we go. Okay, so we've got Leicester away next, and another 12:30 dreaded kickoff. We're terrible at 12:30.
Are we not playing Leeds in between?
Not according to the Premier League fixture list.
No, but that's not Premier League. You need to check the.
Yeah, well, they throw the Carabao in there or not? No, maybe we've got Carabao in between because it's the 30th of October. That's next Saturday. So maybe midweek we've got Carabao.
No, we're playing
Leeds.
We're playing Leeds Tuesday, 26th of October.
Yeah, so we got them.
So we're playing Leeds at home, and then Leicester away, Watford home, Liverpool away, Newcastle at home, Man United away, Everton away. We've got it's tough fixtures, but you see, this is my point, man. Back in the days, we would have looked at this, right, and would have been like, right, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, home, win. Arsenal away to Brighton is a 3 points. Tottenham at home, 3 points. Villa at home, 3 points. Leeds Carabao Cup will play the youngsters. Leicester away, yeah, maybe a draw. Watford at home, 3 points. Liverpool away is difficult. Newcastle at home, 3 points. But now looking at this now, all of them are nerve-wracking fixtures, man. They're all nervous. Like, oh, fuck, you know.
Oh, man, I don't know. Listen, it's going to be one of them. Let's see what happens tonight. I want us to go out there and really put in a performance worthy of the fans. The fans are the ones I feel for. They're there every week or every other week, and they're dying for some success. They're dying to see the team play well. It's not even success, it's progress. They want to see progress. They want to look at their team and go, Jesus, this team's looking decent. It's not happening right now. So for me, I want us to put in a good performance tonight and maybe give the fans something to believe in. That's the thing, right? CM War Games, Shahin Lev, we have only lost 3 games this season. How many games have we played CM War Games? Like, you say only, like it's nothing, but come on, like, and we've been, in my opinion, CM, we were lucky against Brighton. It was Brighton. We were lucky against them. Lucky against Palace. So you can sit there and say we've only lost 3 games, but you know, all games are so difficult for Arsenal nowadays, says Falasana. Agreed. Leeds v Arsenal was a 90s European Cup tie. True say, I remember that, man. That's when they had a great team. But again, like Leeds could cause us problems when you got people like Phillips in that midfield. You know, I would have taken Phillips as well, but I don't see us being able to afford him right now. Only 3 games, do me a favour, says why not? So is there anything else we want to bring up, Shahin? We're sort of up to the hour mark now, aren't we?
No, not really. Just hopefully that we get 3 points tonight and they put in a good performance and they can build on it. We can just hope for that. That's it.
Are we jumping on after the game? Yes or no?
Possibly.
I might do. I'll see. It's a late one. That's the only thing on a Friday.
Do you know what? You know what? Let's do it, man. Guys, if you're watching, if you want to come and join us after the game, and you can come on the channel with me and Lev, you can come on live and talk to us.
Oh, we're going to do
and have your
phone in,
say.
yeah? We're going to do live come and have your say thing, yeah?
Yeah, we can do live reaction after the game. People can come on. If you want to come on and talk to me and Lev after the game, have your thoughts, tell us your reaction to the game. Hopefully 3 good points. You can join us. We won't be doing a watch along today, mate, because the studio thing was not available. So hopefully next one.
Well, look, it's a late one, and the studio we were using it closes after that sort of time. So we'll see if we can do it. If you guys want us to do this after match reaction, let us know you're going to be there, and we'll do it. And any of you can jump on. You can come and talk to us, and you know, let us know your thoughts. Hopefully, it's something positive. If it's not positive, hit us with it. Just tell us what you think. But tonight is an important game. We need 3 points. It's another home game. Is Arteta going to deliver? Is he going to get them to play today? What is he going to do? It's going to be interesting to see what formation he comes up with, who he plays where, and whether or not we're going to gel and work. So I've gone for a draw. Shaheen's gone for a 2-1 win. We've swapped. I don't know what's going on. He's gone with his heart. He never goes with his heart. I was doubting that Shaheen had a heart at one point, but clearly he does. In the meantime, Arsenal have clearly broken my heart, and now I'm using my head. So that's where we're at the moment. So we're going to be back after the game, see what happens. Loungers, I love you guys, man. You're always asking great questions. You're always respectful, even if you don't agree with us, which is all we ask, man. Like, we're never all going to agree. So based on that, we're going to
hit the likes as well, guys.
Hit the likes.
Please
Come on, yeah, hit the likes. Oh, yeah, there was someone in the comments, he said, I hit the like. I was going to hit the like, but then Shaheen said hit the like, so I unliked it. But then after, I re-liked it. So don't tell them what to do, Shaheen. Yeah, because some of our viewers are a little bit sassy with it.
I said if you want Arteta to be sacked, hit the like button.
Ah, fair dues.
And I stand by that.
Right. We're not forcing anybody, but it'd be really nice if you hit the like buttons just to show your appreciation for us putting in the effort and the time. We love talking about the game. We love talking about Arsenal and sharing our thoughts with you guys and you sharing your thoughts with ours. So come on, Arsenal. Do the job tonight, man. It's a Friday. Don't ruin my weekend. Don't ruin all of our weekends. Thank you to all of you guys. Abdul Rahman, Falasana, Sean, Studio Tech, Ashton, all you guys, man. Like, you know, Paul. I don't want to leave anyone. Why not? Any of you guys, if I've forgotten you, it's not because I don't care. Harry, if I forgot any of you, it's not because I don't care. It's because there's just too many to go through right now. So love you guys. See you at the back end of all of this. See you on the other side. I'm Lavanja. That's Shaheen. We're out of here. Peace out.